Does this bag have a split personality disorder? I'm Jessica from A Wanderlust for Life, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a review on the Pacsafe Vibe 25-liter Econo Anti-Theft Backpack. I have had these Pacsafe bags for years, so long. I have so many for different purposes. I love these bags. So recently I've started working with them in the way that they'll send me bags to kind of try out and see if they meet my changing needs, and then I'm using that opportunity to show you the features, the pros and cons, and what I would change. So let's just dive in. First of all, this color. Guys, I am in love with this blue, ocean blue color. And this is made from recycled materials and water resistant. I love that. I live in Amsterdam. Water resistant is a very big deal. So first I'm going to tell you about some of the security features, and then we'll get into the features of the bag, and I'll tell you the pros and cons and what I would change. So first, it's a Pacsafe bag. If you don't know what they stand for, basically their whole thing is about being anti-theft or theft deterrent. So one of the main things that they started out with was an exo-mesh skeleton. So this bag is very rigid and has its shape. It will hold its shape. Like, you can still stuff it and things like that. But there is an exo mesh inside to prevent slashes. Like, people will slash and take your stuff out. That is a thing in some parts of the world. Another one of their main features is their zippers. So typically they will lock together if there are two, and then they will lock to the bag. Now this mechanism may change depending on the type of bag, if you have an old bag, a new bag, and then of course the type of bag. And if you watched from years and years ago my CitySafe CX bag review and packing video, I think I showed you guys what I take on the plane, that had kind of a loop where it just kind of popped open and popped back. It's a little bit more sophisticated on this bag, where you lock the zippers together, you put them in here, and because there's two zippers, they come together, and then you slide the bar across, and then you lock it. So you can't just slide the bar and it comes off. Another main feature is their RFID protection. And in this front zipper here, we'll see that little pocket right here, which is a really, really helpful thing because, you know, a lot of our cards now have RFID chips in them, and people can just come by and read those cards. So this gives you extra protection. But full disclosure, I bought a passport cover years and years ago, like probably 8 years ago now, and I put my passport in that, so it gets extra protection when I put it in here. And then one of my favorite features actually is on a lot of the bags, you have the opportunity to take a strap off and lock it around something that's stationary so people can't just snatch it away. On this bag, it is the pop and lock. So there's a little knob here, and then you push it in and you pull it out. And it's as simple as that. Then you can wrap this around something, pop it back in, flip it over, and you can't squeeze this to take it off. As an extra measure, they actually have a little loop here that you can pop in your own little lock as well. So I really, really like that. I use that a lot, especially if I'm traveling by myself and I need to go to the restroom or something. I'll lock all the things and then I'll lock it to a chair. We're talking like if I'm going to a coffee house or something where I'm only going to be gone for a minute to use the restroom and there's nobody else around. That just makes me feel a lot better, because by the time they even try to figure things out, I'm already back and, well, they're screwed. All right, let's talk about the features of the bag. So my favorite feature of this bag, aside from the color, because it is a good color, are the water bottle pockets. Now, if you saw my last video that I did with a different backpack, I didn't like the water bottle pockets, and these I am obsessed with. So they stretch a bit, but they also just kind of go in flat. So you don't really have anything poking out. And there's also a snap here if you want to snap them closed. I don't really see the need for that, to be perfectly honest, because when it's not stretched out, it's already at that spot. But it's fine, it's just an extra, so why not? But what I love are the straps. Now, they're not removable, so that could maybe be an upgrade, Pacsafe, but I love them so much. So the strap just goes into the buckle in the back, and this one is actually undone because I just got back from Greece and I took my Peak Design tripod, and the tripod case has little, like go through for your hand, a handle maybe is what we call that. And so I took this out and then I just put that through that, and that sucker wasn't going anywhere. But the pockets are so deep and so supportive, I don't think it would have gone anywhere anyway, but I had the option already, so I went ahead and did that. But pretty much any size water bottle is gonna fit in here, except of course like the ones that are as big as your face, maybe not, but you'll get a very, very large water bottle in here, and I love that. That's one of my favorite features on here. Also, we have the sternum strap that goes up and down. It's adjustable to your height. And there are two little plastic spots here with holes in them so that you can hook on a carabiner or something like that for something light, maybe a jacket or a neck pillow or something like that. At the bottom here, we have what I struggle to call a hip belt because it is more like a hip strap. There's no wide section here to give support on the hip or to give comfort on the hip. And because this is a 25-liter bag, I didn't understand the point of this. But after using it and walking through the airport, and I did have my Monster laptop in here, I had my camera stuff, I had all my purse stuff, and it was getting quite heavy. I put this on and it actually really, really helped. But I don't know, I'm already getting into the cons, sorry, but I don't know if I would want this here all the time just because it can come unraveled, just like the tails of it. And when you put it down or, you know, it'll just come out and then you have straps everywhere, and I really don't like that. So I feel like maybe if there was a pocket in here you could just stuff it into when you weren't using it, that would be such a huge help just to keep the lines tidy, you know what I mean? And then we have the front section. So Pacsafe does a really good job, I think, of having organization opportunities without being overdone, because I do find that when things overdo it and there's like 10 card slots and stuff like that, I'm sorry, but my cards aren't gonna be separated in the bag itself. It's gonna be in a wallet of some kind. So that just doesn't work for me. Here we have a mesh pocket that is as big as really you see here. The only downside here is, you know, it flips open. So when it's open and you unzip it, stuff can fall out, but just don't flip it open and it's fine. So for me, I put a lot of my purse stuff in here. So I put my, my lip balm, my wallet, what else do I carry? Tissues, hand sanitizer, stuff like that. I'll carry that up here. And then we have the RFID pocket right here. So I do put my passport in there, even though it's already in passport protection. I should probably put my wallet, since my wallet is not protected. A pen holder, because we all need pens when we're traveling. So if that's something that's not on your list, go ahead and do that. And as a tip, I really like to carry a pen in here that has on the other side the soft tip for electronic devices, because if you're going somewhere and you're using a machine for train tickets or whatever, it's nice to use the tip of the pen instead of your finger. Some of them I really don't like the feel of, and also, ew, germs. In the small pocket, you may have seen, if you've been watching the channel a while, I have a tiny little on-the-go first aid kit. That's what I put in there. If you haven't seen that video, I'll try to remember to link it down below for you. And in the back pocket, I usually have my earbuds. And in the big pocket, it just depends on the time. And honestly, like, so you have all this space. So this whole pocket goes to the bottom of the bag. See? It goes that far. So I'm afraid of losing stuff down there. So I'm not sure, depending on how you would use the bag, if that's necessary or if it would make more sense to just kind of seal the bag off there and have that go into the big area. But then again, it doesn't take away from the big area. So I guess it doesn't matter too much. But I put like my sunglasses in there because they're in a hard case anyway. And then anything that you pick up that you just want to quickly pop in there. And then we have a back zipper that only goes down to as far as you can see on the bag here. And that's nice just for other little bits and bobs, maybe a shopping bag, packable shopping bag, things like that. Let's dive into the back part, shall we? Let's do it. All right, so you can see this is mostly a big open space, which lends itself to so many possibilities. But it has this elastic part in the back. Now that's designed for a water bladder, and there's a Velcro here and a pass-through for the straw. Now this is rated for a 13-inch laptop. I definitely got my 15.6-inch there. Just fine, I might add. So, you know, I can't promise you that yours is gonna fit, but mine totally did. The other main feature I want to talk about here is that this is mostly made from recycled fishing nets from the ocean, which is just crazy. I love that kind of that ethos that we're trying to take trash and turning it into amazing, amazing products. So let me tell you what I would change and how I want to use this bag. So I think this is a great daily bag going to and from the office. Put your laptop in the back, put your wallet stuff in the front, and put a sweater in there because we all know the office just is always chilly. Why is that? But the things that I would change mainly is that instead of the water bladder, and this is exactly why I was saying I thought it was having an identity crisis. I don't know that you would need a bag this nice with this much structure, with this much protection for a backpack with a water bladder in it. But I could be wrong. That could be totally exactly what you're looking for. But I would prefer to have the laptop pocket in the back there. I would also shorten it to meet more personal item restrictions. It does fit in the seat in front of me on the KLM plane, both like flat and long ways and horizontal. So it doesn't actually meet the personal item requirements, but it does fit. So there you go. The other thing that I would change is the hip belt. I don't think it's necessary, and to me it just gets in the way, especially if you're not gonna be wearing this for a very long time. I feel like it's kind of more annoying than anything else, but if there's a pocket, then you can have the best of both worlds in that case. And just because I'm always looking for things to be a little bit better, I would totally have the hidden little zipper pocket in the back here, which was in the last Pacsafe bag that I did. But I truly love this bag. I've been wearing it around Amsterdam now. I just think for travel purposes, I really like the other bag that I reviewed. I will leave that right next to my head at the end of the video, but you know, that's the great thing about bags is they're all designed differently for different needs, and that's why I think it's really fun to review bag videos. Do you want to see me review more bags? Definitely let me know. And if there's a bag you want me to review, leave a comment down below. I mean, I mainly review Pacsafe bags because I love Pacsafe, and I always want to try the newest ones, and I want to make sure that you guys have the information for yourselves for when you are looking for the right bag. So yeah, just let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a like. Subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.